All right, everybody, welcome back for another episode of the Bourbon Life Postcast. I'm your host, Mark, and with me, as always, is my good friend, Matt. Matt, how you doing?
Hey, Mark, I'm doing great. Here we are, Postcast.
Postcasting.
That's right, Postcasting on YouTube with everybody.
That's right.
And we had a real one tonight.
We had a ripper of a show.
A real
A
ripper. That's right.
Tell everybody who we had with us, Matt.
Well, if you haven't...
Figured out?
Yeah, if you can't figure it out by the bottles we have on the bar here. Not only did we have Four Roses on the show, but we had the master distiller, Brent Elliott.
The master of disaster. Well, okay, maybe not. The master of the master of deliciousness, maybe.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Your fellow UK grad.
That's right, man. Yeah, Matt. He's a UK guy. Mm-hmm. He's a little bit younger than me. I hate to admit that, but he is. So not that long.
Hey, there will always be younger and older. It's okay.
He looks a lot younger though. It's the beard, right? I know, but. Anyway, man, we drank some good stuff, Matt. So you want to tell everybody what we started with over there?
That's
like everything's backwards. I'm trying to figure out.
I know we're looking through the backside of the labels here, but we got to do a flight, if you will, of the small batch offerings by Four Roses. So we started off with just the standard Four Roses small batch, which was introduced in 06.
Yeah, I think that's what he said. Yeah.
So 06. Yeah, this was an 06 offering, and that was our first round session.
Yeah,
period.
A blend of their four
recipes.
Four recipes. We won't get into a lot of detail because Brent really covered that.
Yep, that's explained much better than we could do.
Yeah, no doubt. And then we moved up to the Small Batch Select, which was 2019.
Yeah,
brand new. Well, not brand new, but 2020 doesn't count anymore, Matt. So it's just like we went from 2019 and now we're in 2021. So this is still brand new.
That's right.
To me. So
yeah. And then where did we finish?
Oh, I'm not going to give it away, Matt.
Don't give it away.
But this is the 2020, the limited edition small batch barrel strength. They do this once a year. Now these products, like the small batch, you can find that everywhere. I mean, that is going to be everywhere. A blend of the 6 or 4 of the recipes. This is the small batch select, a blend of 6 recipes, right?
Yep.
But this is only once a year, and usually in September.
September every year.
Out at the distillery in Kentucky, and they a little bit of distribution outside of the state, but predominantly this was 14,040 bottles for the 2020 release. And just so you know, Four Roses, they did not send us any of these products. These are products that I proudly purchased.
Yeah, we are raiding Mark's bar tonight.
Yeah, we definitely are. So I'm not going to give it away, but I think the bottles probably give maybe a little bit away, Matt. Right?
Yeah.
So.
Cool to drink the whole small batch lineup though, and to go through that with Brent, and not just aside the bourbon that we drank, to hear his story. I thought it was really cool to talk about
it really was,
a
man.
unique story about how he ended up at Four Roses and where he started before that, and kind of how fortuitous things can be sometimes. So we won't tell you exactly how it broke down. You'll have to listen in to get the full story on it.
That's right. You got to check it out on Friday. Check out the podcast. But it was a very cool story. Just a lot of fun talking to him. I mean, I love doing this show, obviously, and love getting to hang out with you, Matt. At least once a week, right? Drinking some good stuff. But man, to hang out with Brent tonight was just, even though we were remote. It was a lot of fun, and Brent, he just seems like a really down to earth, just a great guy, man. It's in a position where a lot of people would probably kill to be, and he's very humble about it.
Yeah, I think that's a very good way to put it, Mark. Very humble, and does hold a lot of responsibility for a very, very well known and highly respected brand. So.
A rapidly growing.
Yeah, I think might be an understatement.
And then we talked about that too. So you have to listen to get some more information about that. But the expansion of the brand, I think, has been just absolutely crazy over the last few years. But anyway, we appreciate you guys checking us out. Matt, before we wrap it up, anything you want to add before we get out of here?
No, like you're saying, we appreciate it. This episode of the podcast.
The Postcast
will drop Friday.
Yeah.
So check that out on Friday, and if you like it, go ahead and give us a subscribe and tell a friend about it. We appreciate that.
Yeah, definitely. And, we appreciate the reviews and we've been getting reviews on our podcast, which is really cool. And I appreciate that. It's always a nice surprise to get a notification that somebody else has reviewed the show. And when we get those 5 stars, especially, it's like, yeah, we're doing it right. But we want to hear from you guys. So check us out. We're on Instagram, obviously, The Bourbon Life. We're on Facebook. We got our private Facebook group if you want to join that, called The Bourbon Lifers. And then you can email us at thebourbonlife@gmail.com. And Matt, the website is this close to being finished. This close. So we're gonna have a new website up for you guys with this week. So make sure you check that out. It will be thebourbonlife.net. We cannot get .com, man. Somebody else already had that, but that's okay. We're still at thebourbonlife.net. It's going to be some great information, so I'm looking forward to getting that out. But thank you all for joining us, as always. We appreciate your support. We appreciate your feedback. And we look forward to seeing you. What are you laughing about? We do, don't we?
We do.
All right. So we look forward to seeing you guys right back here again next week with another episode of the Bourbon Life Postcast.